I actually don't know how much there is left, but I ideally wanted to get it done in the next sort of 2 or 3 streams, I guess. What did we do last? We got those scrats for that guy, I think. Yeah, right. So we've got a few other bits then. I just got to remind myself what we're going to do next. Oh yeah, Lilia wanted us to kill Eva Chartrand because she thinks that she's at the center of an alien invasion conspiracy. I think we're going to do it, but we're not going to kill her. We're just going to warn her. Because it doesn't... Well, I mean, we'll see what she's like, but it doesn't sound like... I very much doubt she's at the center of an alien invasion conspiracy. She could be. But I doubt it. I've already got the munchies for sugar, by the way. Might have to get a Kit Kat. I love me a Kit Kat. Oh, it's a fancy house. Let's have a look around it.
This reminds me of... Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it looks exactly like Ellie's parents' house. Chocolates. Yeah, this is really nice. Right, should we have a look on the computer and see if it gives anything away? Cascadia compromised. I received a message that an unauthorized user was looking through the files on my Cascadia terminal. Maybe some marauder with 2 firing brain cells? Maybe not? I hope whoever it is understands that the sacrifices made on Monarch and HRS 1084 serve a higher purpose. One day when all of us have attained a new state of being, humanity may forgive my sins. See, the problem is I can't remember what files we saw of hers. My worst suspicions are confirmed. HRS 1084 was ransacked. Who knows what became of the suspension tanks, my team. Ah, right, okay, that's where she's come from. As usual, my handlers on the board are no help. Till I deliver results they can replicate, package and disperse to the general population. They desire only silence and obedience from the likes of me. How's the camera look, by the way, guys? Now that I've changed the light, is it too dark or is it all right? Possibly, Reese. I might be able to check that in a minute. Once we've read all of these. Circumstances were hardly optimal at the primary and secondary labs. Political instability pulled Cascadia out from under me, and some combination of cabin fever and paranoia soured HRS 1084. Perhaps my home in steadfast Byzantium will offer the retreat I need. Though I miss working alongside colleagues, I know that I hardly deserve the ones I so enjoyed, the ones I lost. The work continues in isolation and loneliness, perhaps as it should. Ever since our species became aware of itself, we imposed our superiority on the worlds we touched. Colonialism worked for a time. Colonialism. Sorry, I couldn't say it for... You know, it's just certain words, you like look at it, it's like, I know how that sounds, and then you try and say it, and it's like, nope, can't do it. Brain can't do it. But our greatest trick didn't work in Halcyon, did it? Now we are the ones who must bow to a force greater than ourselves. We are the ones who must adapt. Update. Wine makes me too introspective. Perhaps I'll balance it out with vodka. Lab access. Unseal the entrance. So I guess we could have hacked the entrance if we really wanted to. So, I mean, she has a secret base, but it's not for the reasons that Lilia thinks. Might ransack the place later, depending on how this goes. Right. We got a codex. Ah, there is. Okay. Problem is, there's so many of these. Don't really want to go through them all again. Yeah, no, I think she's the she was the head of that group that was looking into. It looked like mixing genes together from like humans and the animals on this in this system. How did I deal with the iconoclast spinners? I got them and the guys in Stellar Bay to work together. We had to kill Graham though. Is that what you did? Just get a cheeky save in. Got a save scum till the end of time.
Wow, look at the size of this basement. If someone back home wanted to make a secret lab, they'd have to put it in a closet.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
Your alien mind tricks won't fool me. Let's see. Lilia Hagen sent me to kill you.
If anyone ever tries to off me, I hope they do it with the same professional courtesy.
Hagen? I've never heard of her. Is she from the board? Damn it. I knew this would happen.
Why would the board want you dead?
To keep me quiet. But if you didn't know that, I'm guessing they didn't send you. I always assumed they would put a bullet in my head one of these days. I don't know anyone named Hagen.
Lilia runs sublight salvage on Groundbreaker. Good boss, bit of a live wire.
That's a gentle, womanly way of putting it, Captain. She's obsessed with aliens.
This is utter nonsense. I've never even been to Groundbreaker.
You've been to Cascadia and Station 1084. I know all of your dirty secrets.
What happened to the team? Tell me you didn't move their suspension tanks.
Oh wow. Lilia has orders to airlock your sleeping friends if I don't report in. Sublight took over the lab. Your human aquariums are probably just office decor.
Small consolation. My team, the finest minds of their generation, reduced to salvage.
Man, they're just really going on the alien conspiracy thing here, aren't they? One of your friends just murdered them all. Really? How did that turn out, Binners? I'm interested to see how a like a dumb run goes and a like just murder everyone run, because I just want to see how the story like plays out if everyone is dead. What were they trying to prove by experimenting on themselves?
We were trying to prove that the colony could survive the crisis bearing down on us.
Crisis? What crisis?
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
Interesting, okay. This is startling, but it doesn't explain the research I found.
The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us.
Ah,
Give us
okay.
the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
Right, interesting. Adaptation didn't save your research team.
Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough.
I kind of feel bad for her because she didn't really want to do it, did she? But I'm surprised you don't have more support from the board.
There are other teams. We didn't want to experiment on human test subjects, so we used the only resources we had. Each other. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back.
Isn't Cornelius Vanderbilt one of the assault cruisers patrolling Halcyon?
It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock?
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Any of these are pretty good. Leah sent me after a conspiracy, but it looks like I found a cover-up instead.
I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy.
The board wants to adapt the entire population of Halcyon?
Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off Halcyon crops.
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope.
You really think the board got our best interests at heart? I mean, they say, but I'm just not sure.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying.
Is there going to be a science check here? Like, are we just going to be able to go, oh yeah, that's how you do it? Enough talk. Where do we go from here?
You came to kill me. I assume that's still on the table. Please don't. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
So we get her to work for Phineas. Parvati, how do you think we handle this?
It seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help. Ain't many in the colony doing that. We should let her try.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. I leave it in your hands.
What do you think, Ellie?
I try not to, least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilia Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that.
See, although I don't trust Phineas yet, I trust him a hell of a lot more than I trust the board. So we'll go with Phineas. You know Phineas Wells? If you work with him, I'll spare you.
The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
That was quick.
What choice do I have, Commander?
That didn't take much convincing.
If working with Wells is the only way I can save the colony, then I will damn well do it. I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
It's less work than hauling my corpse out of here? Bribe. No, we've got maximum persuade. Because the fate of the colony is in my hands.
You sure have an inflated sense of self-importance, but that doesn't make you wrong. Now move along. The doc has a lot of work ahead of her, tidying up and such.
Awesome. That was quite an interesting discovery there. Very interesting. Just see if there's any cool shit around here. Just unlock that for the XP. I think it shouldn't be too long before I am able to max stuff out. Yeah, there was no way they were going to win that fight. I don't know how strong this dude is, but I doubt he was strong enough. So what can we do here? Holding tank log. Subject Dr. Lorelei File. Status alive, life signs minimal. Status saying active. Subject will need medical treatments beyond our current understanding before any attempt at extraction is made. You should have let me go, Law. I drew the short straw. It was my turn. I don't think I'm strong enough to go on without you. I'll never stop searching for a way to bring you back. If I fail, may the architect annotate your place in the equation. Yeah, I feel like we can definitely trust her more than anyone else in this equation.
I don't have time.
I hope Dr. Wells has the resources to handle this project.
So do I. Right, so we're going to hand that back into Lilia. I wonder if we're able to lie our way into finishing the quest. I should hope so. Now that I know there's no one up here as well. When people are like leaving these bit cartridges and stuff underneath chairs, is that like the equivalent of losing £1 down the side of the sofa? Just add to my mag pick collection. I'm not going to bother with the wine. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't know why I didn't think of... I thought she was trying to merge the two together for other reasons. I didn't think it was going to be a case of having to do it because people can't survive off the food. It's a cool reason. There's still a couple of buildings I haven't looked into yet. I might do... I'll see if any of the quests take me into there. Obviously, we'll leave the main quest until last. That's what we got next. I'll investigate the board's early retirement program. Let's go and do that, because that sounded interesting, that one. It's a bit of a run, though. Got to go all the way back down that lift.
All right. How does this sound?
So a lot of the guys from work are playing this at the moment. They all seem to enjoy it.
I tell you what.
I think one of the dudes is pretty much exactly at the same part that I was as well.
I only wish they weren't showing.
I think it was around here. Yas. John, how's it going, man? Are you about tomorrow, dude? By the way. So it's probably a good job we didn't go out tonight with how fucking horrible it is. Alright, so
That's the last of them.
are we going to be able to...
Finally.
Oh.
Is it just me, or are we getting more and more retirees lately? Not just you. Felt like a damn factory worker these last few months. Oh well. Nothing a few drinks won't cure. Come on, let's go hit up Bijou's.
Can't. They're closed. Someone saw a sprat in there.
Bijou's too? Damn, trying to.
Yeah, because there's a load of people sitting out here. They're blatantly being turned into food or something, aren't they? Alright, let's save, just in case things go south here. Went to Brighton, it fucking sucked weather-wise. Yeah, dude, it's been horrible, hasn't it? What were you doing in Brighton? Just having a look around. Dicking about. Did you get any goodies? I assume you checked Kex, did you? Wonder if they had anything good there. Anything good?
Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center. You, the lucky few, have been selected to spend the rest of your days living the high life in your own private district in Byzantium. When you arrive, you'll be whisked away to your very own luxury penthouse, furnished exclusively by 24/7 Furniture's deluxe Falscowood collection. Some assembly required. 24/7 Furniture is not responsible for any injury, psychological damage, or divorce litigations that occur during the assembly process. After you get settled in, you'll have the chance to explore your new home. Why not go for a bite at one of our many restaurants, like CNP's Blazing Borscht Barbecue or Rizzo's All-You-Can-Crunch Cereal Buffet? Or maybe you'd like to head to the bar and enjoy an ice-cold Zero-G Brew by Spacer's Choice. Zero-G Brew, an ale that's good for what ails you, although in the early retirement district, nothing will. All this and more will be complimentary for the entirety of your stay, courtesy of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. You won't have to spend a bit. So relax, grab a refreshment from one of our vending machines, and enjoy our specially constructed welcome center. While you're here, be sure to check out the displays for some fun facts about the early retirement program and selection process. Then, once you're ready, enter the elevator at the end of the hall and leave your troubles behind. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Today is the first day of your early retirement. Congratulations. Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center. You, the lucky
Oh, it's just going to keep
have
going.
been selected to spend the rest of your days.
So this is
living the
obviously a
highlight
front.
in your own private district in Byzantium. When you arrive, you'll be whisked away.
Oh, they
to
had
your
Bad
very
Fur
own
Day.
luxury
Oh,
penthouse,
sweet.
Furnished exclusively by
Hang on, let's look at fun
24/7
fact 1
Furniture's
first.
deluxe
I guess it's this side, is it?
Falscowood collection.
Right, we'll read these. But yeah, this is blatantly a front, right? I take it you didn't buy Bad Fur Day, did you, John? Because I'm sure you've already got it. Yeah, I call CEX Kex. Because it's not... I love how they go, oh, it's 6, though. No, it isn't. You want to say that because you think it's funny. You fucking children. CEX or Kex. That's what the only two I'll accept. Yeah, I think you showed me the picture of it the other day, actually. Right, early retirement fun fact number 1. You're special. Each month, hundreds of thousands of workers apply to the early retirement program from across the Halcyon system. That doesn't just include workers on Terra 2, but those who live on the Groundbreaker or Hephaestus as well. Even after weeding out undesirable or unqualified candidates, only 2.3% of these entrants are selected for early retirement. I sure hope you bragged to your neighbours before you left. Way to overcome the odds, champ.
Some assembly required. 24.
Fun fact number 2. Did you know the early retirement selection system is the most rigorous cutting-edge lottery system in the entire galaxy? Here's how it works. Each candidate's name is printed on a plastic ball. The plastic ball is placed in an advanced turbo encabulator with thousands of others. A team of advanced automechanicals operate a complex series of pulleys at random. The balls are funneled through the turbo encabulator into a inserociter tube. They are then launched at a specially designed accuracy matrix. First ball that aligns with the center of the accuracy matrix is the winner for the day. By using this method, the Halcyon Holdings Corporation ensures that all early retirees are selected with complete impartiality and minimal collateral damage.
7 Furniture is not responsible for any injuries,
Fun fact number 3. We're sure that all of you had a wonderful time completing your early retirement application forms, but we know that even something like paperwork can get a little old after 87 pages. Fortunately, we're pleased to inform you that your hard work was all worth it. By knowing details like your shoe size, blood type, and dental history, we can properly customize your early retirement just for you. Every detail will be tweaked and adjusted to fit your your unique needs, just like how Hammersmith weapons are built to fit each customer's personal style of combat. What you want? Hammersmith.
psychological damage for divorce.
I don't think so. You just say CEX, Reese. Okay. So Sarah, there's a shop over here called CEX, which is it's short for Computer Exchange, I believe, and they do second-hand games / movies and all that kind of stuff, phones, you name it. But they call themselves, whenever they have like an advert, it's like "Come to Sex." Like, fuck off. It's CEX. I call it Kex. I think I'm the only person that actually calls them Kex, though.
That occur during the assembly process.
Fun fact number 4. The Early Retirement Centre is the safest place in the entire system. Not a single crime has been committed within its walls since its construction. Wow! I'm waiting for it. It's going to happen in the next sort of 10 seconds or so. This is all thanks to the hard work of the men and women in black and white. Universal Defence Logistics... I didn't say that right at all. This is all thanks to the hard work of the men and women in the black and white. Universal Defence Logistics. Each and every day, UDL Security protects the citizens of Byzantium, shielding them from harm. No dissidents run wild under their watch. So rest easy, early retirees. You're under the watchful eye of UDL Security. Whether you're out and about or relaxing at home, UDL is watching you. I bet they are.
After you get settled in.
Fun fact number 5. Here in Byzantium, auto mechanicals will make your life cleaner, easier, and more efficient. Just as they do in the rest of the city, teams of auto mechanicals regularly sweep through the streets of the early retirement district to give it that classic Byzantium sheen. But that's not all. They'll attend to your personal needs as well. Want to order a drink? They'll bring one right to your table. Make a mess in your new penthouse? They'll clean it up for you. Why, they'll even carry your luggage, once it has been cleared by security and released from our customs warehouse, of course. So if you see £700 of steel lumbering towards you, don't panic. You probably just dropped one of your Happy Dale Farms woolly curds. Whoops! Don't worry, I'm sure it's still good.
You'll have the chance to explore your new home. Why not go for a bite?
Oh my god, this guy's never going to shut up, is he? Pavati is best girl. Yes, Cap. Yes. I'm glad you agree.
Restaurants, like CMP's Blazing.
How you doing, dude? Fun fact number 6. The early retirement program is the personal brainchild of Minister of Earth Aloysius Clark, endorsed by Chairman Charles Rockwell. Minister Clark and Chairman Rockwell share a vision that every worker in Halcyon has a fair chance to experience the beauty and luxury of Byzantium. So before you step onto that elevator and embrace your retirement, remember to say, "Thank you, Minister Clark. You wouldn't be here without him." Right, what do you guys think? Are they being turned into food? Or is it like the Matrix and they're like draining them for power? Or are they stealing all their organs for all the rich people?
Cereal buffet.
It's one of those 3,
Or maybe
I think.
you'd like to head to the bar and enjoy an ice-cold Zero-G brew by Spacer's
It's
Choice.
not good, whatever it is.
Zero-G brew.
Right, welcome to the HHC Early Retirement Centre. Before beginning your... God, my fucking throat at the moment, hang on.
I got a bad feeling about this.
So have I. Good, Cap. I'm glad you're doing alright. John, I have got my Metal Wolf Chaos. I've got the slip for it, but I've got to go to the post office and pick it up. I take it you got charged as well. I got charged less than last time, though, weirdly. Right, so welcome to the HHC Early Retirement Centre. Before beginning your new life in Byzantium, Our safety regulations require you to consent to the following. You, hereinafter referred to as the employee, consent to the rules and regulations of Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center, hereinafter referred to as the Center. The employee confirms that they have read and understand the rules of the Center, as written in Article 3, Section 5, Clause 27 of the Early Retirement Welcome Packet. The employee also confirms that they have received this packet en route to the Center. In the unlikely event of injury, death, or the loss of personal items, the employee assumes all liability for the incident. The Halcyon Holdings Corporation and its subsidiaries bear no responsibility for the incident and offer no compensation. Should the Centre recover any lost or stolen goods, the employee must retrieve them within 48 hours, or their goods will be forfeit. If the employee is having second thoughts about living out the rest of their lives in unparalleled luxury, then they may exit this terminal and return to the Centre's landing bay. There, the employee may turn in their winning early retirement ticket and await the next outbound transport. Don't worry, that ticket won't go to waste. It will be given to another deserving worker to keep the Centre's inbound population at ideal levels. Otherwise, if the employee is ready to begin the final leg of their early retirement journey and enjoy all the Centre has to offer, please select I consent. It could just be a slavery thing as well. They might just be working these people into the ground. Yeah, I think it's about 12 quid for me as well, John. I think next time they do something on there, we might have to go for the more expensive postage and see, hopefully, we don't get hit as hard. But honestly, I think we're going to be hit regardless, aren't we? Probably. It might be a genuinely nice retirement centre. Oh, hang on. Congratulations, you just made the first step on the greatest journey of your life. Now please proceed to the elevator. Your early retirement awaits.
So relax. Grab a refreshment from one of our vending machines and enjoy our specially constructed welcome center. While you're here, be sure to check out the displays for some fun facts about the early retirement program and selection process.
Doesn't sound quite right, does it? Almost sounds creepy, like something's not right. What could possibly go wrong? He says as he sees all of the enemies on the screen here. Oh, good.
Does that elevator go back up?
This looks good. So they just like killed as soon as they get down here. Wow, that's a lot of enemies.
Processing data. Searching for
Incoming!
Oh, hello.
That's gotta hurt. Been practicing this. Just like that. Nice one. That's the last of them.
I mean, you're not wrong, Sarah. They are. Oh, hello. We all fall down. Turned 100 enemies to ash with plasma damage. Oh shit! I'm taking a lot of damage here. Hang on. Yeah, they do look retired. You're right. You're certainly not wrong. Just realised we're probably doing a load less damage because we're hungry and there's robots around. Those are SAM units. Yes, they're just cleaning up, aren't they? Is this like a Battle Royale entertainment thing for rich people? That could be a thing, Reese, yeah? Definitely.
Watch a pro at work. Not bad, huh?
Could certainly be that.
Here they come.
Oh my god! Wow, okay, this is doing quite a lot of damage, and it's like stunning me.
We're gonna stop to salvage this, right?
This would have made a great arena match. What a waste.
Yeah, it looks like that's what it was. Judging by this, they've like sent in all of these people, and sent in all of these robots. I think you might have hit the nail on the head, Reese. Potentially. I mean, it could double up as a as an organ harvesting thing as well. Certainly no good, whatever is going on. Pet pills, adrenos. Let's go and clean up here. I'm hoping there'll be some kind of machine here that I can look at, so we can get a better idea of what's going on. That was quite a lot of enemies though, wasn't it? At least we're not hurting for energy armor. Energy armor? Energy ammo, sorry. Alright, so we've got a sealed entrance to something. Refund request T&L shock cannon to T&L customer service. I would like to formally request a refund on my new T&L shock cannon. You advertised it as the most reliable tool for disabling rude or disobedient automechanicals. But if you load it with an energy cell that is covered in your own blood, it misfires. I've used T&L weapons exclusively for 7 years, but if this matter is not resolved, then you'll have lost another customer. You will also have lost another customer if I die, so you'd better hope I can get this blood back into my body. Okay. It's not good, is it? Makes me feel a bit bad that we still haven't learned of a good way of getting blood back into a body if it's just spilling out of you in the future. Any other funny bits around here? No, okay. Right, what's on this terminal then? I guess we have to hack it to open it, maybe. Let's see, due to the nature of their assignment, automechanicals in the HHC Early Retirement Centre were not constructed with a standard maintenance mode or IFF transmitter responder. You'll be pleased to know that this saved 200 bits per unit. And please know that any injuries sustained during routine repairs will come out of your paycheck. Thanks for being part of the UDL team. Oh, so you could actually disable the automechs, but, you know, then we wouldn't get the XP. This might be where, remember at the end of the last stream, there was a door that I couldn't open because it was barred from the other side? This might be where it comes out. Or where this might be the area that is that we're locked off from, potentially. This man did not have his priorities straight. What, getting the blood back into his body? Rather than writing an angry letter. I think I'd agree, Cap. There's a time and a place. Hello, you gonna shoot us? Hello? No? Okay. I mean, I think we're going to do something that's going to set them off, but... Yeah, alright, dude. I'll let you know. Got a workbench. I might give Pavati the shock cannon. Because that assault rifle's quite old now. How strong is it? Can we make it super strong? No, but it'd be good against these guys. See what we can do to it. Ranged weapon spread. Rate of fire. Crit damage. Let's put crit damage on it. And just make the magazine size bigger. I'll try giving her that. See if that works. This says it does more DPS, but yeah, I'll have a look. See if this does. This is any good for her. Oh wait, sorry, Pavati. I feel like it's a more suitable weapon for her too. Just a bloody great big cannon. Yeah, these guys don't seem to be too bothered by us just yet. Anyway. Ah, look, here you go. Yeah, so this was the place that I couldn't get into before. I'm glad that's solved that mystery.
That's clever.
Ordnance control armor. Okay. Oh shit, we're too heavy now. Did I pick one of those up before? What's that got? I could probably get shot at that now, because it's quite low armour. I did 7 determination though. What's that, 33? Oh, I'm actually already wearing that. Alright, let's get rid of that then. Right, now, I know this might come across as a bit cold, but I'm going to destroy... Oh, I'm going to try and destroy these robots, because we don't want this happening again to anyone else for as long as possible. We can avoid it for as long as possible. That would be good.
Everyone all right?
Our board reputation's going down. Oh no! Board are now mixed. Oh, okay, that actually might not have been good. I don't want to like piss them off too much just yet, just in case it doesn't give us a certain option later on. Alright. Fine. That's why I saved. For this very reason. Because I feel if they hate us too much, it might not give us a... we might have an option to deal with them in a funnier way later on. Not even like more fun, maybe just easier, potentially. Or satisfying. On the other hand, it could be the other way around. If we're not hated by them, then maybe maybe the same thing would apply. Oh, this is this horrible woman that wanted to know, isn't it? I'm hoping we get like a more satisfying way to deal with this woman, rather than telling her what's actually going on there. I'm a little bit disappointed that they haven't... It didn't seem like there was any explanation for it either. It was just they were being killed. So it's just to reduce the population, I guess.
Oh, for the good old days when you could...
Didn't seem to be any other reasoning behind it. Unless I missed something there. Okay. Let's have a look here.
Oh, there. I must admit, I'm getting a certain thrill out of our little arrangement. If this goes well, perhaps I'll start hiring wandering delinquents to handle all of my affairs. It is going well, I hope.
Oh, we could lie. We could lie and send her down there. I want to see... I'm probably going to lie. I just want to see what happens if we play it straight here. So it turns out early retirement isn't so much a life of luxury as it is a brutal execution.
What? You mean it's just a sham they perpetuate so they can dispose of the rabble? That's brilliant. To take the most burdensome members of our society and simply remove them. Oh, I'll never doubt the wisdom of the board again. Why, I had no reason to be envious at all. What a relief.
I really should have expected this reaction.
And how else would I react? A vagrant such as yourself couldn't possibly appreciate the emotional burden this news has lifted from my shoulders. But regardless of your ignorance, I promised you a fee for your services, so a fee you shall have.
I don't think I've ever hated a character so much in so little time. She is genuinely horrible. Well done to whoever wrote and voiced this character. Let's see, with a bonus.
I suppose that would be appropriate. Very well. Treat yourself to an extra bowl of sprat stew or something. In any event, while I'm deeply grateful for the peace of mind you've brought me, I will need some solitude to fully bask in it. So if there's nothing further...
Yeah, I'm not happy with that ending. We're definitely lying and getting her killed. Fuck that. She is not getting out of this one alive. Stupid cow. Looks like I'm going to have to work on my lying. I've got enough at the moment, but...
Oh, there. I must...
The retirement district is a paradise. You should see it for yourself.
I knew it. I just knew it. What a disaster. Did you get a good look around? What was it like?
Oh, all of these are good. Which one do you think's... Which one do you think? Everything is gold? Golden streets, golden chairs, golden toothbrushes? Yeah, we'll go with that. Because she loves money after all, doesn't she? So...
Toothbrushes? Why, that is positively gaudy. I must have one. I can't believe they kept this from us. From me. The nerve. The audacity. Here, take your payment. I have to fetch my things. I don't care what I have to do. They'll give me luxury or give me death.
Her words.
Yes! That's a much better ending. Fuck you, bitch. Right. I feel much better now. Let's see. Don't bite the sun. Oh yeah, we've got to try and help her with the snazzy outfit, don't we? Model outfits for Celeste. Oh yeah, we do actually need to talk to Pavati. Board reputation increased? Really? Okay.
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to actually do it now. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships, like the Hope.
Varty, making every little thing perfect won't change Junlei's feelings.
I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet. Not for real. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real scary, Captain. I'm grateful for all you done.
Hey, I hope it goes well after all this. I'm sure it will. Alright, so you can return to Lilia once we go back to Groundbreaker. Find the insurance agency. Let's go and find that. Go and do the other companion quest. I think there's one other... Actually, before I do that, I think there's one other building I haven't looked at over here yet. If I remember correctly. Oh, in fact, there might be two. There's this one. It's like a post office, is it? Parcel service, yeah. See if there's any extra bits we can pick up in here. And then there's one in the building opposite, I think, too. I'm hungry. Wanda Chen. Olive Yates. Hello, Olive.
Burning the midnight oil, are we? The Halcyon Parcel Service's work is never done. Welcome to Halcyon Parcel Service. Deliveries guaranteed within standard margins of accuracy.
What exactly do you do here?
Halcyon Parcel Service is the most dependable parcel delivery service in the colony. You might even say we're part and parcel of Halcyon's commercial enterprise. That's just a little parcel joke.
I get it. So if someone needed a package delivered, they'd come here?
Nope, just parcels. We don't deal in packages.
Yeah, what is the difference?
It's very technical. Halcyon Parcel Service strictly adheres to the standards and definitions of packaging as outlined by the Executive Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. We can ship all the parcels you want. But if I start shipping packages, I could get into some real trouble. Handcuffs and hard labor trouble.
I hate this company so much.
I'm afraid I can't help you at the moment. Have a prosperous day.
Give me all the money! I'm guessing there's nothing we can do in here yet, by the looks of things. No, there was another entrance. There's like a back entrance into there as well. Try that. But would you be able to handle my package? I think they should be fine, Reese. Don't you think? Oh, I get it. It's a penis joke. I don't know if I'm proud or disappointed in you.
So,
where was the other entrance? I think it was down this back alley. Yeah. See if there's any goodies. Oh man, I need Kit Kat. I need it. That doesn't even need a mag pick to unlock that.
Great work.
Oops, I didn't do anything. Good day, sir. What have you You got anything cool in here, Olive? You don't seem to be bothered by the fact that we're right behind you. Notice that all HPS employees, due to the removal of the suggestion box, all customers with complaints are to be directed to Windows C. As our policy for customer complaints is not to deal with them, Windows C will remain unmanned until further notice. So all those people waiting there are never going to actually see anyone. What is this you're keeping here?
Not a peep from me.
Water tablets. What's in here? Ooh, goodies. Hi, Wanda.
I'm afraid I can't help you at the moment. Have a prosperous day.
Wanda, your pet pills and nanospank seem to be floating. I don't know what that means. Oh, can we talk to these people? Hang on. Is this the sound shower? No, this is sound shower, Mr. Mash. Sound shower's the next stream along. Sound shower. I show all of the sounds. How are you, Mash? Hmm? Oh, I thought we might be able to talk to him. Nightingale step. I don't need any of those. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Mash. Yeah, this is the wrong sound. How have you been, dude? No, it's Nana Spank. Is that some kind of BDSM tool? No. No. I believe it is a lemon drink of sorts. Yeah, it's going alright, dude. It's all pretty standard stuff at the moment. Like I'm just doing all the e-learning stuff, which is a bit tedious because a lot of it's kind of just stuff that I already know. But yeah, it's all right. Did a bit of till work yesterday. Mostly remember how to do stuff on it. It's the exact same tills. They haven't changed at all. No weird customers, which is good. Fucking hell, Reese. Can you give Monster Mash a shout out, please, as well? Thank you. Love you. I saw you got Death Stranding. Have you had a chance to play it yet? Do not badmouth Nightbot, Reese. I'll not have it. Yeah, obviously, Mash isn't going to spoil it. He's a clever boy. Right, what's this other building over here? I think that's it, though. After that, I think I've been in every other building. Let's see, yeah, there's one there. Did we go into... Oh, no, that's the one for the main quest. And then there's the one up here, too. I'll go and have a look in that one afterwards.
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore, my good man.
Bureau of Exploration. As you know, because I promised my sister I'd play with her, and she had to go out of town for a few days. The game is just staring at me now. Dude, that's the worst. That is the absolute worst. But you're a good older brother. Or younger brother? Sorry. I assumed there. You're a good brother. Either way. Who are you?
Sorry, but we don't provide directions.
Alright, I'll just go through here then. Some more vending machines. Are these locked? Yes. Where does this go? Hello?
Well, you're obviously not from around here.
I don't believe I've ever seen visitors in the Bureau before, come to think of it.
Older brother. Hey, I'm the older brother as well, dude. Yeah, what gave it away?
If you were from around here, you'd probably be off enjoying yourself in Prosperity Plaza, not poking around the Bureau. Alonso Vallejos. Extraordinarily pleased to make your acquaintance, and so on and so forth. I'm currently operating a sightseeing tour of sorts. Think of it as a guided journey across Halcyon. Would you be interested in a trial run?
How does this work?
Glad you asked. Our tour guides you across some of the most picturesque and breathtaking sights around Halcyon. We've placed some beacons across a series of locations around Halcyon. All you have to do is follow the beacons to adventure. That slogan's a work in progress. So, what do you think? Are you interested?
Sounds like a way of going to places that are going to have fucking giant monsters. Alright, I'll help you.
Outstanding! Here, you'll need this special triangulating device. Think of it as a wireless compass, pointing the way to the next beacon. When you find a beacon, this device records your discovery and directs you to the next stop on your tour. Find every beacon, finish your tour, and come back here to claim your commemorative hat. Simple!
I do want a hat. Who doesn't want a free hat? Older brother's the worst? No. Oh, your older brother's an arsehole, Dennis. Well, we're not all bad. I don't think I am, anyway. You've got 3 sisters, Mash. 2 younger, 1 older. I've got 2 younger sisters. This guy reminds you of the fairy godmother from Shrek 2. He's, like, very polite. As far as, like, some of the people that we've talked to so far, he's probably the most polite in this place. Can't look at his computer. Hello, sir. Just having a look at your things here. Not going to take your revolver. Right, what can we do here? Is that locked? Can't go in that one. This one's locked. Is he going to see us?
Nicely done.
He doesn't care. Packet of cigarettes. Oh, we're hungry again. Oh, you didn't like that.
Hey, I saw that! What do you think you're doing?
You're right. Just leaving.
As you were.
Just leaving. Where does this go? Oh, the face and the glasses. Yeah. Yeah, kind of, actually, now that you say it. You're the older sibling, Cap. What was up at the retirement centre? It just seems to be a way to get rid of people, like old people that are useless, by the looks of it. I thought it was going to be a little bit more interesting, but it wasn't. Yeah, there's not a lot of people here, is there? I guess they've binned everyone else off, because no one comes up here, like they said. There is a locked door, though. And some borscht and baked beans. And some pasta.
Wow, you got that?
Lockwood's office key. I guess we could have pickpocketed the dude. Lockwood's papers. Okay, so we've found a quest before we've even... a quest item before we found the quest. By the looks of things. Damn, I didn't want that. Or did I? Hack +5. It's not as cool as our space aviators though, is it? They just kill him, Cap. Yeah, that's it. That's all they do. Oh, and I lied to the woman and said it was a paradise. You know, the horrible woman that gave us the quest. And now she wants to go down there. So she's fucked. Awesome. Everyone wins. Let's see. From R. Lockwood to S. Jiao? Sandra just got back from Billingsley's. Had not one, not two, but 3 near maple liquors. Almost done with this project I've been working on for the past 6 months. Decided to celebrate. Hey, don't worry, I'll save some celebrating for the 2 of us. I'm thinking maybe Celeste's haberdashery. Stop over at Lovegrove's. A couple of hours at Chancery's, is it? End the night with a bang at Bijou's. Or Bijou's? Sorry, Bijou's, isn't it? What do you think? From J. Lockwood to R. Lockwood, your receptionist. Rachel, I don't like hearing rumours about my daughter having a drink with her own receptionist. We've talked about this. Victor's family have fallen out of favour. If he was worthy of your attention, he would have made a senior position by now. Don't drag the Lockwood name down with him. Alright. I didn't kill the robots, Cap. I went back and undid my initial killing of robots. Modern problems require modern solutions. I still think killing the elderly might be going a little bit far, Mash. Don't you think? Just a little bit. William, 2 of my colleagues went missing last night. No one's heard from them. I'm afraid I might be next. I need to go away for a little while. A few days, maybe a week. Just until everything sorts itself out. I wish I could tell you more, but I can't. I'm sorry. I'm going down into the tunnels. I was wondering if you could send one of your mechanicals with some food or something, please. Maybe some cocktail olives and pea-free nuts? I'll pay you back, Rachel. Now, did we find her body in the tunnels then? Do you think that giant sprat got her? Isn't there a tribe where old people just wander out into the wilderness to die? That is, I believe what you're thinking of, Cap, is Judge Dredd. And the judges, when they retire, get the option to walk the wild lands, or whatever the fuck they call them. Yeah, it's called Florida. I know you're not thinking of Judge Dredd. I just wanted to show off and show that I knew something about Judge Dredd. Not realising that probably no one cares about Judge Dredd. Although you should care about Judge Dredd. At least the new movie you should care about, because it's awesome. And I want them to make more. Florida, like outside of Disney World, sounds like a fucking disaster. From all of the like random shit you hear. It's probably fine.
I think we can both agree that Maverick.
You got the old one on Blu-ray, still to watch it. It's not very close to Judge Dredd, like the actual thing, like the comic. But it's kind of a fun Sly Stallone film. It's still worth a watch. Alright, so we've got... Is this a building we can go into? HHC building. Is that part of the main quest? No, it's not. Where does this one go to? See if I can get in here without getting into trouble. Oh, I need a key. I must need the key from Minister Clark. Possibly. What we need is someone from Florida to come in and tell us what it's actually like there. Like, is it really just full of like crackheads and alligators? Or is it actually nice? Can you live in Disney World? I don't think you can you? Can
you ever get the urge to just hawk one on the floor?
I don't think you can, because it sounds like it's incredibly expensive. They have pumas. Jesus, it just sounds like it's like death there. You've heard bad things as well, Reese. It's not bad if you have money like every other place in the world. Yeah, true. Very true. Let's get a save in here. I'm just waiting for someone in America to go, how do you say Puma? It's like Puma. No, it's Puma. I say Puma anyway. We have to have at least one of these arguments every stream. It's like the law now. Yeah, it doesn't look like any of these doors are interactable.
Do we really need all this security? I have to go through 3 checkpoints just to take a bathroom break.
Hello, Beatrice.
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Colway
Why are you so bothered
Pharmaceuticals.
by having a few guards around? I think I'm gonna have to speak to your supervisor about this.
Doesn't look like we're getting in here anytime soon then. Say Puma, yeah. Von, you've unsubbed like 5 times this month. I think this is just me being wrong in this case, to be fair. Just always said Puma. My friend that moved to Florida to be with family said family then kicked her out. Oh, Jesus. She hasn't been eaten by an alligator or anything, has she?
State your business.
Hello.
Please step away. This entry is for high priority HHC business only.
What's through here?
If you're not clear to know, then I'm definitely not clear to tell you.
Yeah, it's totally sealed. That looks almost like the end of the game there, maybe. That's where, maybe that's, sounds like that might be where the board resides. You've definitely heard Puma, okay. Definitely sucks for your sub count. It's fine. You say it like me, Binus. Okay. Maybe it's a UK thing? I don't know. Let's see if there's more than one. Here we go.
Puma. Puma.
So it's a British thing.
Puma.
There you go. Another difference. Just find new ones every time. Puma sounds like a disease. Yeah, you've been diagnosed with stage 3 puma. You're not wrong. But then you can't say puma because that just it just makes me think, ha, puma pants. Oh dear. So there's like a side entrance there as well. Right, so find Greater Halcyon Insurance Company. Yeah, we'll go and do that next. Sorry, I got distracted with buildings that I haven't looked into. Neither sounds great, to be honest. British Way sounds like PU, you smell. Yeah, but there's the Mar in there as well. PU Mar. There you go. PU Mar. You smell. That's rude. You should not say that.
Gotten quiet. Almost makes me miss pretend.
That'd be the case if you buy Puma products.
Remember that stranger?
Yeah, it just doesn't sound good, does it? Just casually break my legs there. running out of Raptidon meat. I never thought I'd hear that. The sole letter in this mailbox is addressed to the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group's satellite office in Fallbrook on the planet Monarch. So it was there.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
So we already found it. And they are dodgy as fuck in there. Right, find the first beacon. Somewhere in Byzantium. That's a bit of an anticlimactic way to level up, but sure. Let's see. Right, with Ellie, we've nearly got 100 lie. Let me put 6 more points into that, just so we've got 100 lie, just so we can do it if we need to. Lockpicking's fine. Hacking. Now I could put a point into that so I could hack auto mechanicals, but it's not that useful to me. Engineering's full. Science is pretty high. Medical. Let's try and get that up to 100 as well, because that could be used for something later on. At the very least, it gives me more healing ability. Oh man. Right, so yeah, the next one is in Emerald Vale. Model outfits for Celeste. I'm going to have to figure out what suits I need for that. I think I'm just going to look it up, like the quickest way to look to find them, because it sounds a bit tedious. Right, so we're going to do the main quest. Speak to Minister Clark. I think we're going to try and sneak in the back here. Excuse me. I'm sorry for the explosive sneeze there. It's very rude of me. Sneezing ASMR stream. I don't feel like that would work too well, Mash, do you? Unless it's like a different type of ASMR where you get shocked. Alright, let's have a quick look around here. Got a few chances to get away with being caught. Just want to see if he's got any interesting, cool items. Why has he got a mining helmet in his bathroom?
Hey, soldier. You can't just wander around the minister's residence. What do you think you're doing?
My job? The real question is, what are you doing?
Me? I'm watching for suspicious activity.
What's so suspicious about a fellow UDL guard calling on the minister?
Well, when you put it that way. Look, I don't have any visitors on file today, UDL related or otherwise. I won't report this, but you need to leave.
Fair enough. Or not fair enough, because I'm going to do it anyway. Haha. Anything good here? Not by the looks of things. Not sure how we're going to go about this.
Thought I saw something.
No, you didn't. Steal the book, whatever it is. Yep, that's something for someone's room. I think they're still going to find me, aren't they? Possibly.
Hold it right there!
Yeah, alright.
I don't know what you're up to, soldier, but you'd better have a good reason for being here.
And you'll need a better one for stopping me.
What are you talking about? I'm just doing my job.
That makes two of us. Please don't make this hard on me.
Fine, but you'd better get out of here. If I catch you again, it'll be a different story.
I knew you'd get it. I love that there's a load of different options you've got for that.
How did you get in here? You're not one of my guards. What are you doing here?
Oh, my law. Captain! Captain! That's the minister! Mr. Clark! Oh, wow!
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more.
What are you talking about?
Slowly and loudly, Aloysius. That's the only way these morons understand anything.
Aloysius?
I said, you may tell Charles to go fuck himself.
Calm down, I'm just here to ask you some questions.
Then you're not part of Rockwell's PR team. That means you're a dissident? A real live dissident? But what are you doing here? And how did you get in?
I'm here for the dimethyl sulfoxide.
Drugs, of course. What else? Why did I get my hopes up? Back to idiot speak. I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
I don't know if our chemicals are here, but this guy is definitely not.
Will that be all, then?
I have records proving you've been hoarding dimethyl sulfoxide. Actually, no, let's ask him, why do you keep talking like that?
Stars, they're getting denser by the day. I shall endeavor to speak more slowly. Is this better?
I hate him already. Slower and louder and into my good ear.
Was that a joke? Sarcasm, even? Oh, this is such a relief. You've no idea how long it's been since I spoke with someone intelligent enough for irony.
What's going on here?
Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've long suspected him of transacting business in my name, but this proves it.
Yeah, sure. It's always someone else who ordered the hookers and energizing ointment.
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it.
Why would he go through all this trouble?
How should I know? I've been under house arrest for years. But there is a way to find out, and perhaps to set things right. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
This all feels off, Captain. Like when there's a storm coming, but everything's quiet and still.
Believe me, things have been off around here for a very, very long time. A reckoning is most certainly due.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business, and it rarely pays.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival of the colony. If you don't help, who will? Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter.
The HHC headquarters?
Halcyon Holdings Corporation, the collective of companies that run the colony together. Allegedly in partnership with the Earth Directorate and appointed Minister of Earth.
Let's focus. How do I get to the HHC headquarters?
Via the Acropolis District, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons.
Once I get into the Acropolis district, what then?
When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are.
How did you manage to hang on to your access card?
The board's lackeys are none too bright. I simply claimed I'd lost it and hid it somewhere no one would think to look.
Ew.
I merely hid it in a book. No one reads anything longer than a few pages around here. There are a few advantages to dealing with imbeciles.
Well, thanks for your help.
Wait. Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here.
What's on the cartridge?
What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
You're awful trusting for a guy who's been locked in his own house for years.
The Earth Directorate is our best hope. Even Rockwell's resources are no match. And it is hardly in their interest to let Halcyon crash.
How long will that take?
Depending on the nature of their response, months at least, perhaps years. Organizing and sending personnel all the way out here is no mean feat.
Well, it's something.
And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis district.
I don't think I trust this dude, though, either. But out of the two, between him and Rockwell, I definitely trust him more. Can I take this? I don't know if this is like a rare piece of armor.
What do you think?
I'm taking your stuff.
Well then, carry on.
No, not really. What does it look like, though? Oh, we can't see it yet. What if Earth is gone? I don't think there'd be any reason for Earth going, though. Well, actually, it depends on how long the trip took. Although, I think the trip took exactly how long they thought it would take. So there's only maybe, like, I don't know, 50 to 100 years or something since they did the trip. I think they've been here for, like, 70, didn't they say? Or something along those lines? We'll have to see. We look pretty fancy, but it definitely doesn't look like us. Just some random weapon parts. Right, so we can drop down there. Is there anything around here? Oh, it does want me to jump there. Alright. Right, we'll go and do that first then. It's been like 70 years, yeah. I mean, we don't really know what the situation on Earth's like, do we? The key he gave us wasn't for this door, was it? No. Because they weren't, I don't think they were sent just for, like, they weren't sent because the Earth was dying, right? I think it was just to capitalize on the on a new system. That could be the case though. Who knows? We've got his access key, but we obviously don't look like him. So how's this going to work?
I'm sorry, but I've already exceeded my friendly banter quota.
Yes, we've got to get through here.
Please step away. This entry is for high priority HHC business only.
I need to see the chairman.
Yeah, and I need a new flavor of Tyleritos. Chairman Rockwell's away on business, and even if he were here, you need to request an application for an appointment.
How would I do that?
How should I know? No one ever gets an appointment with the chairman.
Is this official enough for you?
Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. But this looks right. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B form. Each weapon will need a separate form.
You'd better be joking.
I'm not authorized to employ humor on the job, ma'am. Now, let's see. Damn it. When did I run out of forms?
Oh, what a shame.
You don't have to be sarcastic about it. Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms, and I can't afford the citations for impeding HAC business. So I'm going to save us both some trouble and waive your forms. Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with your guts.
Okay. Thank you for the warning. I'm sure we'll be fine. Probably better not get caught nicking anything though. That's not going to go well, I'd wager. Yeah, it doesn't look like any of the... Oh, that door opens, and this door opens. But, yeah, can I get away with this? Gotta be something good in there if there's a... If it's a 5 mag pick lock. Cigarettes and booze. Is that a big old mock apple cider bottle? Loads of bits. No, it's just I guess the security's tougher up here just because it's a thing for the board. making sure there's nothing on top of that. Hang on. I thought I saw a switch there. I don't think I'm going to be able to get through this one, though, somehow. Unlock Minister's HHC access card. Okay, I don't have to. Percival Platt.
Apologies for the wait. I was arranging my stationery.
What exactly do you do here?
Personal assistant to Adjutant Akande and Chairman Rockwell. I'm also responsible for organizing the adjutant's stationery, which is more of a hobby.
Exciting.
The art of arranging stationery is a never-ending source of joy and satisfaction. Will there be anything else?
I think we'll be on our way. So they've knocked through to his office.
Excuse me, just a moment.
What?
I beg your pardon. Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors.
You should get back to your desk. I saw someone eyeing your stationery.
What? Oh dear. Thank you for reminding me. I can't stand the thought of someone else's hands touching my custom letterheads.
Easy peasy. Can you guys get in here so I can shut the door, please? Thank you. Alright, what's this? Construction checklist. Get rid of Minister Clark's stuff. Percival claims the real leather sofa. Tear down the rest of the wall. Check to see if wall is load bearing. Do before number 2. Install steam bath to Chairman Rockwell's specifications. Install wet bar next to steam bath. Finish everything before Chairman Rockwell returns. Should be number 1. Alright.
One person gets all this space. Just to sign papers all day?
Quite a nice view as well. Right, we'll look on his computer in a minute. It's got all of the alcohol. And a load of bits. Some more cigarettes. God, everyone fucking smokes like a chimney in this. Although weirdly, I haven't actually seen anyone actually smoke yet. What's that? Broken snow globe? Is that something for the ship? Like a souvenir? Yep. The jagged edges add to its charm. I love collecting all these things, even though they're absolutely useless. Right, what's on here? View priority message. Chairman, the rough cut of the presentation is prepped to play. The PR department has a lot of work to do, but we've covered the basics. Halcyon is on the brink of starvation. The board's scientists are working on a solution. Workers can look forward to the lifetime employment program for their chance to contribute. You'll see the current version when you print your keycard for the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. And yes, before you ask, the dimethyl sulfoxide has been delivered there. It's waiting for your sign-off on the broad strokes, so I wanted to make sure you saw it. Don't worry, I'll make sure it gets properly edited, Sophia. Right, let's get that card. Oh, does that... Okay.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
That was all a story, wasn't it? It's not real.
I don't know about you, but I'm all for living fast and dying young.
That was a pretty good cutscene, Mash. I do agree. Personal files. What's taking so long? Percival, how long does it take to clear out an abandoned office? Toss Clark's belongings into the streets of Byzantium for all I care. He's not using them. Just get my office expansion done before I return. I'm tired of staring at that hole in the wall. And for law's sake, do something about that doom and gloom presentation. We have the brightest minds in Halcyon working in our public relations department, and they make this announcement sound like a damned funeral elegy. We need something bright and cheerful. We need something we can sell. Masseuse? Percival, reschedule my regular Wednesday massage. I have urgent matters to attend to off-site. Food reserves? Chairman, I've made inquiries and can confirm that we have plenty of food, real food, stored away from our inter-colony trade. The nutritional profile of food produced within Halcyon has continued to decline. Soon people are going to start feeling hungry no matter how much they eat. Unfortunately, it's gotten too expensive to continue buying from even the closest colonies, but what we have will sustain Byzantium and a minimal workforce for the foreseeable future. Sophia. The other corporations. Chairman, the heads of the other 9 corporations up in arms about their shares again. As head of UDL, you can overrule them easily, but I thought you should know they're at it again. Percival. Now, the question is, do I send this message back to Earth? I'm thinking I should. Transmitting to drone, message en route. Please allow between 3 and 9 months for your message to complete transit. I figured it was better to do that than not. Even if they might send someone even worse. Can I pick that door? No, it's just totally locked. I wonder if there's a way to get into his office then. Like, he must have the key, right?
How may I be of assistance?
Any chance I could meet Chairman Rockwell?
Ah. Oh, you were being serious. I'm obliged to inform you that Chairman Rockwell is unavailable for an indeterminate duration. Will there be anything else?
Can we just push his stationery over? What guys that play this, which should be Cap, Binus's friend, and Mash. What did you guys do with that message? Did you send it off? Just out of interest. I would assume the only thing it would change is maybe something in the ending. You did send it, right, okay. I was more inclined to send it than not. I think it's better that they know what's going on here, especially in case the scientists don't know, don't figure out what they're doing. I'm getting hungry again. Is that what's going on with this floor, by the way? Like, the more I eat, like over time, the hungrier I'm getting. Your friend took a dumb option. I kind of... Okay, for anyone that wants to do a dumb playthrough, don't read what Binus is about to write. Binus, can you tell me what the option was? I'm only going to react to it. I'm not going to say on stream what it is. If you remember, of course. Fancy. Oh, don't go out of your way, Binus, if you don't know off the top of your head. I can always look it up. This place looks fun. Alright, so that's a restricted area. Can we take one of these as a souvenir?
I think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out in the city. That woman from downstairs is still in the cafeteria.
That scientist? The one who's been hounding the clerks? Ooh, gives me the shudders, too.
They're all pretty unpleasant. What do you think they actually do down there?
Best not to ask. Remember that one clerk, Emily? She found a badge one of them had dropped and went down to return it. Never saw her again.
She got disappeared. Employer rights. Under the Biased Labour Standards Act, wage determined by merit of your work. Overtime may result in higher pay if the quality of said work is considered exemplary. Your employer has the right to dock your pay should you damage any facilities or equipment. It is your responsibility, not your employer's, to avoid workplace hazards. We can up. Hang on.
Okay, keep him quiet.
Welcome to the Human Resources Pool for the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Humans are our fourth most important resource at the Ministry. If you have a complaint about anything work-related, write about it here. You will feel much better after you do. Oh, what's this for? From Caroline Endicott. Issue finally taking action. Theodore Isaacs keeps eating my purpleberry lunches. I know that sprat-toothed little snot is the one doing it. I've seen him with cracker crumbs on his lips and purpleberry stains on his lab coat. Working next to him and seeing him pick the remains of my lunch out of his disgusting teeth just makes me want to scream. There, I said it. I did it. I screamed a little. That felt good. Just going to sit in the kitchen and wait for him to do it again. I'll catch him in the act and then I'll come back and write up another entry. I'm going to be so livid. What did that actually update then? Caroline, a scientist at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale, has an ongoing feud with Theodore, one of her co-workers. So we're going to be able to use that against her somehow.
Hey, did Tillman get transferred or something?
That's right. You weren't here when it happened. Some UDL officers took him into custody.
Oh, law, what did they take him for?
UDL's been questioning anybody with possible connections to Phineas Wells. And, well, Tillman designed all those wanted posters.
So UDL's interrogating Tillman? Ugh, that's disgusting. Can't believe I had lunch with the guy.
Wow, guys. A vending machine. I've got 81,000 bits. Think I need to worry about bits for the meantime. Toilets. I won't take any of that stuff. Right, let's see what we can find down here then. I'd better save just in case I get caught too many times. There's scientists here. You'd think there might be some science weapons, right? Can I get in that way? There is another door there. Just want to see what's in that.
What?
No, I just want to have a look in here. I'll reload it. Really? It's not going to go well for you. I didn't think there was going to be any way through that. It wasn't even like anything that good in there either. I guess that's what happens if you just want to go guns blazing though. You've got a little bit of extra loot there.
You get tired of patrolling? Just go rough somebody up.
I do like the fact that we all change uniforms when we're actually disguised. That's kind of cool.
About you ordering more tests performed with sample 4157. That batch failed spectacularly.
I saw a variance in the results that we never accounted for, so I had the techs run the trial again. And the results were 0.003% different this time.
Do the words statistically insignificant mean anything to you?
Of course, but we're obligated to explore every possibility.
We're obligated to get a working formula before Akande has us all in tanks to help test the next batch of samples. Now get to work.
Alright, so these guys are also working to try and sort out the food shortage. Talking of food shortage, I have a food shortage. So I'm going to go and have a quick pee, and I'm going to get some food in me, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Do not go anywhere. You're so mean, Mash. Now I know how you really feel. Right, I'm not going to bother stealing any of this junk. I just want ammo, mag picks. I'll take ammo, mag picks. UDO identity cartridge. Sure. I think that's what we've currently got, though, isn't it? But I'll take anything that doesn't weigh anything. Do you reckon they're going to add like a survival mode in this where like ammo and everything actually weighs something? Well, I'll take that though. Or is that on Supernova difficulty already? I don't think it is. It didn't seem to mention it. Who you calling mean? No, you're lovely, Mash. The nicest of the nice. I won't let anyone say anything nasty about you. Where the hardest difficulty does have it. Okay. I want to have a look at. There's another room. There's an animal testing bit. Also, how does that mode integrate with the whole food not providing nutrition thing? Well, dude, that's what I'm wondering. Like, I'm wondering if I'm actually getting enough nutrition right now. 'Cause it seems really, really random when I get the hunger floor. Poor sprats. We can let this out. Oh, woolly cow! Hello, cow. That's a big pile of shit. Remember, human trials are expensive. Test with animals first. Trial number 27. I've tried replicating the work Dr. Wells initially did on the reviving formula, but his notes are basically unintelligible. This may take a few iterations. Trial number 64. That's tetraborate ethanol, not toasted dinner roll. Trial 68. Maybe it is toasted dinner roll. Trial 82. Powers that be are demanding results. I've submitted my catalogue of dead sprats. Number 127. Didn't realise it was possible to run out of sprats. 128. Which genius left the new shipment of sprats in the kitchen? 237. Still attempting to complete Wells' formula. Still going through a dozen sprats a week. We've got a lot of work ahead of us if this is ever going to be effective at reviving people from long-term hibernation. So they're not working on the food problem then, they're working on the reviving issue. Now this looks like a nice room. There's loads of little rooms here, isn't
Let the
there?
record show that Subject 23K's cause of death is cerebral vascular incident brought about by a ruptured aneurysm.
That's an 86% failure rate for this batch. I think we can safely move on to the next.
And I had such high hopes for this one.
How come they're not...
I suppose it could have been worse.
How come they're not suspecting us, by the way?
They could have ended up like those poor bastards in containment.
Because our disguise has run out. Or is it just the guards that care about that? Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Remember, ministry terminals are used by blah 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 blah, whatever. No, all subjects have perished after undergoing multiple hibernation cycles. Subject 19-F. Massive cranial hemorrhage upon removal from hibernation chamber. Subject 61/-B. Intestinal rupture upon removal from hibernation chamber. Subject 82-C. Lab technician accidentally shorted hibernation chamber. Subject electrocuted. Subject 15-R. Pulmonary edema upon removal from hibernation chamber. They're not having a good time. Right, well here's the human trials then, I guess. It doesn't seem like there's any point in going through the back way there. What do we have here? Right,
I can take a hint.
Let's break that down. There's another lift there. Do we still got fireworks going off? Oh, is that all that is? I think it just takes us down to that lower level, doesn't it? Hibernation lab. There's an exit down there. How's that mode in... Oh, sorry. I just that was an old message. Oh, hello.
No visitors allowed, citizen. I'm gonna need to see some identification.
No, you're not.
What?
You don't need to see my identification.
I don't need to see your identification.
Move along.
Move along.
I think we know what that's from, right? Hacking skill too low, shit. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get enough here either. Did I have hacking armor? I thought I did. Actually, why have I got that? I think I might have only... Oh no, there you go. Just wait for him to go past. Or get bored. We can open the containment cells. UDL security scooped the subjects up from various locations around Halcyon. None displayed any behavioural abnormalities or homicidal tendencies. Tested reviving formula number 132 on them, along with high concentrations of adrenotime, and they began exhibiting hyperaggression. Whatever you do, do not open the cells. I want to see what happens. If only I had the Vicar. Why? Oh, well, because of hacking. It's alright. We're all good. Actually, let's change back into my good armor. Which is that one? Yeah. And my defective Mooman helmet.
Take him down!
He loved his final companion quest. I was really confused by it, dude. Initially, because I was like, oh, is that it? I thought there'd be more to it. Oh, gee, really, robbery? Why? You've got to have some massive balls on you to wear that in public. kind of feel bad that all of those guys died. But at the same time, I don't think they're having a very good life, are they? You bought soda with it? Oh fucking hell, man! Yeah, you've got some cojones to wear that in public. Did anyone give you any weird looks?
Lawbreaker! This area is for authorized personnel.
Relax. How do you think I got here?
I guess that's what I was wondering.
Really think I got past all the other guards if I don't belong?
When you put it that way, it does sound pretty unlikely. Still, you should go. I don't think the other guards will be as rational about this as I am.
If you say so. The store clerk said he liked it. What the fuck? Store clerk likes hentai, confirmed.
Great work.
Might as well do these to get the extra weapon parts and ammo. Oh wow, loads of ammo. Definitely grabbing all this. Right, don't have much more in terms of disguise power though. Auto Mag Pistol Ultra. Is that the first one of those I've found? It might be. I might be able to make that into something cool for Ellie, potentially. I think I'm going to change Pavati back to the assault rifle, by the way. Yeah, how could you get into that store with balls that huge? Oh, sorry, Binus. My friend took Pavati on the Vicar's quest line. That was funny. I think I took Felix. And Felix and the Vicar don't get on, do they? The answer to life is drugs. Yeah, you should try it in other stores, Robbery, and see what other sort of reactions you get out of it. I'd be interested to hear what the results are. I certainly think you'll get some interesting ones. Oh shit, I can't really mess around here.
You get tired of patrolling?
Uh-oh.
Trespassing in the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is punishable by death. You've got one chance to explain why I shouldn't blow you away right now.
You want to fire a gun around the most expensive lab equipment in Halcyon?
Well, why not? This thing isn't just for show.
Good luck paying for the busted equipment once I've broken every bone in your body.
I didn't even think of that. Maybe we can just pretend you weren't here. But if I see you here again, I'm taking my chances.
It's your neck.
Oh.
Ho ho! Robbery, thanks for the follow, dude. I've seen you in Phantom streams before. Alright, where does this one go then? We are going to have to fight our way out of here. That's the only slight issue I've got right now. Ah, maybe not. Maybe this is a back entrance in. Central lab. We've got a lift there. Yeah, I think I might be alright, potentially. I'm going to have to be. Let's just put a safety save in, just in case. I haven't been able to check in on Phantom for a little while, because well, I've got to be good and go to bed at a normal time now. Like a normal human being. Okay, we'll do that in a sec. I guess that's the canister, is it? Discontinued due to severe adverse reactions. Do not stare directly at contents. Right, let's have a look at the lab notes here. Live human trials. The addition of dimethyl sulfoxide to the current round of tests has resulted in some improvements. Subjects are showing improved circulation and increased neural activity. However, our formula is still missing something. We are still unable to fully revive subjects from long-term hibernation, and removing their supply of dimethyl sulfoxide results in their rather excruciating death. The problem is compounded when we considered reviving and freezing subjects multiple times over their lives. To make matters worse, we've had a hard time securing additional dimethyl sulfoxide. We may have to make do with this batch. Warning, the procedure may result in the invalidation of experiment results and the death of human test subjects. Sudden withdrawal from dimethyl sulfoxide is highly lethal and result in the cancellation of any in-progress experiments. Experimental integrity and test subject vitality can be maintained by leaving a 73.629% dimethyl sulfoxide concentration in circulation. Okay, right, so we've now got the moral choice of, do we kill these guys to get all of it? Or do we only take part of it? Mika, what's up, dude? I'm very good. How are you doing? I don't have a gamble thing set up properly, no, because all of those just... I kind of tested it for a little bit and it just floods the chat with bullshit, so I just got rid of it. Experiment details? Experiment authorization, Charles Rockwell, Project Lifetime Employment Program. Objective to repeatedly revive human subjects from extended hibernation without causing the death of the human subject and the loss of associated productivity. Results inconclusive. Cautiously optimistic, though. Let's wait. So... we either give it all to our mate, or we give him some of it and leave the rest so that these guys might figure it out. Because we don't know if the if Phineas's way is perfect yet. It worked on us, but it's not to say that it's going to work on everyone, does it? Oh, I don't know what to do. This choice sucks ass. It's also one of those things like, oh, it's like for the greater good. Sound like one of the people out of Hot Fuzz. Not too bad, thanks. What's your opinion on Death Stranding? I have none, Mika. Well, no, that's not true. I kind of see Death Stranding like an art house film, in that it's potentially you're going to think it's amazing. On the other hand, it might be totally lost on you. To be fair, is their method based off Phineas's work? A bunch of people... Yeah, we haven't played it, sorry. Reese, one of the terminals we just read said, you know, the one with all the trials? That one seems to be that they were trying Phineas's research on the sprats. You didn't even think twice. It seems like a really important choice, though. But actually, I think it's just a case of like, do you want to kill these people in the tubes or not? Like, does Phineas actually need all of it? Or what's the deal? Are you not getting on with it then, Mika? Yeah, that's kind of where I was going with it, Mash. Because it seems like we should be trying to save all the people on the Hope. You either massacre people or you massacre people. Well, no, in the case of the other... Well, on the other hand, if we only, like, revive some of them, they're not necessarily going to die. Although, actually, Phineas did say that if they're kept in sleep for too long, they will die, won't they? So... I mean, I'm probably going to go for all of it anyway, but... I read something interesting the other day about Death Stranding, and it's more a case of it might help your enjoyment of the game. But apparently you want to get through the first 2 chapters quickly for reasons. If that helps anything, Mika. I'm sure you probably already got that far, haven't you?
Where are we headed?
Tell you what though, we sold a lot of copies the other day. You've heard that it's good once it gets out of its own way. No, don't save on. Just in case, because I'm not going to play it anytime soon, but there's at least 2 people in here that are playing it soon. And I think they'd want to go in fairly blind. I've only said that chapter thing because I didn't even read what it was about. But if it improves the game, I figure it's worth people giving it a chance to at least chapter 3, if that's the case. Oh, right, okay, Mika. See, I thought you'd be all over that. I know you generally like your first-party Sony stuff, don't you? What are you playing right now? Also, yeah, I think we're going to go for... I think we're going to go for all of it. Okay, we have to suffer the consequences though. Fair. But I think the best overall option. What's the heaviest? Let's have some. I can't believe it's not Borst. We might have to fight our way out of here. Oh no, this lift takes us up to the top. I think we're all good. As long as we get away from these. Oh no, these guys don't mind. Hokey dokey. My cousin and I have an inside joke where we just call Death Stranding Kojima. So you're going to play Kojima today? Yeah. Oh dear. I'm sure his name is plastered all over that game.